Hello there. Today we are going to react to the new AI technology and how it's gonna evolve in the humanity and see if it's gonna take over or what is gonna happen. So this will be interesting to see what this video is talking about, and then we can reflect on how the future will look like.
So let's start at the beginning. Intelligence is the ability to learn, reason, acquire knowledge and skills, and use them to solve problems. Intelligence is power, and we're the species
It's
that
important to
exploited
have
it the most. So
intelligence
much so
in
that
different parts
humanity
of life,
broke the game of
or
nature
else it will get
and
very
took
hard.
control. But the journey there wasn't straightforward.
Knowledge is the
For
most
most
important thing
animals,
to have.
intelligence costs too much energy to be worth it. Still, if we track intelligence in the tree of species over time, we can see lots of diverse forms of intelligence emerge. The earliest brains were in flatworms 500 million years ago. Just a tiny cluster of
It's
neurons to
cool to
handle
look
basic
back
body
and
functions.
see how
It
it
took hundreds of
started
millions of years for
once
species
in a
to
time.
diversify and become more complex. Life conquered new environments, gained new senses, and had to contend with fierce competition over resources. But in nature, all that matters is survival, and brains are expensive. So for
Back in
almost
the
all animals,
days, we
a narrow
were
intelligence
relying
fit
on
for a narrow
survival
range of tasks was
and
enough.
needed
In
food.
some
Now
environments,
it's much
animals
more
like birds,
complex. So
octopuses, and
it's
mammals evolved more
interesting to
complex
see
neural
how
structures. For them, it paid
we
off to have
started
more
everything.
energy-consuming skills like advanced navigation and communication. Until 7 billion years ago, the hominins emerged. We don't know why, but their brains grew faster than their relatives. Something was different about their intelligence. Very slowly, it turned from narrow to general, from a screwdriver to a multi-tool,
And now it started to
able to
involve
think
our
about
real brain
diverse
and
problems.
could think for ourselves.
2 million years ago, Homo erectus saw the world differently from anyone before, as something to be understood and transformed.
Started
They
building
controlled
different
fire, invented tools,
tools.
and created the first culture. We probably emerged from them around 250,000 years ago with an even larger and more complex brain. It enabled us to work together in large groups and to communicate complex thoughts. We
Interesting.
used our intelligence to improve our lives, to ask how things worked and why things are the way they are. With each discovery, we asked more questions
Now we
and
started
pushed
to build
forward,
a
preserving what we
civilization
learned,
and
outpacing what evolution
building
could
some
do with
projects
genes.
like
Knowledge
airplanes
builds on
that you
knowledge.
see here.
Progress was slow at first and then sped up exponentially. Agriculture, writing, medicine, astronomy, or philosophy exploded into the world. 200 years ago, science took off and made us even better at learning about the world and speeding up progress. 35 years ago, the internet age began. Today, we live in a world made to suit our needs, created by us, for us. This is incredibly new. We forget how hard it was to get here.
Yeah, back
How
in the days
enormous
it
the
was
steps
much
on the
harder
intelligence ladder
to
were,
get the
and
knowledge you
how long
needed.
it took
Now
to
you can
climb
just
them.
search
But
on
once we
everything you
did,
want.
we became the most powerful animal in the world in a heartbeat. But we may be in the process of changing this. We're building machines that could be better at the very thing that gave us the power to conquer the planet. Humanity's final invention. Artificial
AI
intelligence.
is now taking over.
Artificial intelligence, or
Let's see
AI,
what
is software that
they tell
performs
us.
mental tasks with a computer. Code that uses silicon instead of neurons to solve problems. In the beginning, AI was very simple. Lines of code on paper, mere proofs of concept to demonstrate how machines could perform mental tasks. Only in the 1960s did we start seeing the first examples of what we would recognize as AI.
So
A
they
chatbot
started
in
doing AI
1964,
back in the
a
60s.
program to sort through
Then
molecules in
it's been
1965.
here on a longer
Slow,
time. I
specialized
thought it was
systems
pretty new.
requiring experts to use them. Their intelligence was extremely narrow, built for a single task inside a controlled environment. The equivalent of flatworms 500 million years ago doing the minimum amount of mental work. Progress in AI research paused several times when researchers lost hope in the technology. But just like changing environments create new niches for life, the world around AI changed. Between 1950 and 2000, computers got 1 billion times faster, while programming became easier and widespread. In
That's some fast
1972,
growth, man.
AI could navigate a room. In 1989, it could read handwritten numbers. But it remained a fancy tool, no match for humans. until in 1997, an AI shocked the world by beating the world champion in
That's
chess,
impressive.
proving that we could build machines that could surpass us, but we
Now they're
calmed
starting to get
ourselves because the
stronger than
chessbot
our
is
brain and
quite
our
stupid.
capacity.
Not a flatworm, but
Uh,
maybe a bee,
that's
only able to
interesting,
perform a
but
specialized narrow
also
task.
scary to
But
see.
within this narrow task, it's so good that no human will ever again beat AI at chess. As computers continued to improve, AI became a powerful tool for more and more tasks. In 2004, it drove a robot on Mars.
Oh,
In
cool.
2011, it began recommending YouTube
Yeah,
videos
now
to
the
you. But
algorithm is
this was only
getting
possible
used to
because
the
humans
AI
broke down
system also.
problems into easy-to-digest chunks that computers could solve quickly. Until we taught AIs to teach themselves. Rise of the self-learning machines.
Self-learning
This is not
machines.
a technical
Cool.
video, so we're massively oversimplifying here. In a nutshell, the sheer power of supercomputers was combined with the almost endless data collected in the information age to make a new generation of AI. AI experts began drastically improving forms of AI software called neural networks, enormously huge networks of artificial neurons that start out being bad at their tasks. They then used machine learning, which is an umbrella term for many different training techniques and environments that allows algorithms to write their own code and improve themselves.
Now
The
I start to
scary
get
thing is
lost
that
here,
we
man.
don't exactly know how
It's
they
getting
do
too
it and
complex.
what happens inside them. Just that it works and that what comes out the other end is a new type of AI, a capable black box of code. These new AIs could master complex skills extremely quickly with much less human help. They were still narrow intelligences, but a huge step up. In 2014, Facebook AI could identify faces with 97% accuracy. In 2016, an AI beat the best humans in the incredibly complex game of Go. In 2018, a self-learning AI learned chess in 4 hours just by playing against itself, and then defeated the best specialized chess bot. Since then, machine learning has been
So it
applied to
started to
reading,
train
image
itself now.
processing, solving
That's cool.
tests, and much more. Many of
Wonder
these
how
AIs are
far this
already better
AI
than
model
humans
can
for
go.
whatever narrow task they were
If it's going
trained,
to take
but they still
over the
remained a
world,
simple
or
tool.
what is going to
AI
happen
still didn't
in the
seem
future.
that big of a deal for most people. And then came the chatbot ChatGPT. The work
ChatGPT.
that went
Are you
into it
using
is massive.
ChatGPT?
It trained on nearly everything
I
written
use
on
it
the
for
internet
myself
to learn how to
almost
handle
once a
language,
week,
which it now
so
does better than most
I'm
people. It can
definitely getting used to
summarize,
it.
translate, and help with some maths problems. It's incredibly more broad than any other system just a few years ago, not crushing any single benchmark, but all of them at once. Many large tech companies are spending billions to build powerful competitors. AI is already transforming customer service, banking, healthcare, marketing,
AI
copywriting, creative
is
spaces,
taking
and
over
more.
all the market,
AI-generated content has already taken hold of social media, YouTube, and
unfortunately,
news
but
websites.
it
Elections are
might help
expected
us
to be
also.
inundated by propaganda and misinformation. No one is sure how much good or harm can come from adopting AI everywhere. Change is scary. There will be winners and
Yeah,
losers. One of the
that's
biggest
with everything
questions
in
governments and
life.
corporations
When
have now
something
is how to
evolves,
manage the transition to an
some people will
AI-boosted
get
economy.
many
All
good
these
stuff out of
potential
it, and
gains or
people
risks are
with
just the
less
result of
resources
today's
will
AI.
maybe have
ChatGPT's
problems
intelligence
to
is a major
survive,
step
or
up, but it
getting a hard
remains
time
narrow.
to
While it can write a
overcome
great
this
essay in seconds, it doesn't
revolution.
understand what it's writing. But what if the AIs stopped being narrow? General AI. What makes humans different from current AI is our general intelligence. Humans can technically absorb any piece of knowledge and start working on any problem. We're great at many very different skills and tasks, from playing chess to writing or solving science puzzles. Not equally, of course. Some of us are experts in some fields and beginners in others, but we can technically do all of them. In the past, AI was narrow and able to become good at one skill, but was rather bad in all the others. Simply by building faster computers and pouring more money into AI training, will get us new, more powerful generations of AI. But what if the next step for AI is to become a general intelligence like us, an AGI? If the AI
General
improvement process
intelligence.
continues as it has been, it's not unlikely that AGI could be better in most or even all skills that humans can do. We don't know how to build AGI, how it will work, or what it
This,
will
I
be able
think,
to
is
do.
much
Since
speculation,
narrow AIs today are
so
capable of mastering one mental task quickly,
it might not
AGI
be
might be able to do the
looking that
same with
way
all
in the
mental
future, but
tasks. So even if
we
it
never
starts out
we never
stupid, an
would know
AGI
what's
might be able to
happening.
become as smart and capable as a human. While this sounds like science fiction, most AI researchers think this will happen sometime this century, maybe already in a few years. Humanity is not ready for what will happen next, not socially, not
No,
economically,
that's
not
true.
morally.
We don't
Earlier,
know
we
what's gonna
defined
happen.
intelligence as the ability to learn, reason, acquire knowledge and skills, and use them to solve problems, all things humans excel at. An AGI as intelligent as even an average human would already disrupt modern civilization because they're not bound by the same limitations as we are. Today's AIs like
As it can
chatgpt
work
already
in
think and solve the tasks
how
they were
many
made for
hours
at
they
least 10
need
times faster
to
than
get the job
even
done.
very skilled
People
humans.
need sleep
Maybe
and rest
AGI will be slower,
to get
but
up
it may
and
also
start
be
to
faster,
work again.
maybe
So
much faster.
it might
And since
be a problem in the
AGIs are
future.
software, you could copy them endlessly
And then
as long as you have
copy
enough storage
different AI
and run them in
models that
parallel.
can work for each
There
other.
are 8 million scientists in the world. Now imagine an AGI copied 1 million times and put to work. Imagine 1 million scientists working 24/7, thinking 10 times faster than humans without being distracted,
Yeah, that's
only
scary.
focused on the task they've been given. What if, suddenly, AGI could do all intelligence-based jobs in the world, from interpreting law, to coding, to creating animated YouTube videos, better,
But
faster,
it's
and
also
much
getting
cheaper
easier
than
for us
humans?
to
Would
produce
whoever
different stuff
controls
and
this
make
AGI
objects
suddenly
and
own the
products.
economy? And thinking bigger, human progress is our intelligence applied to problems. So what could 1 million AGIs achieve? Solve fundamental questions of science, like dark energy. Invent new technology that gives us limitless energy. Fix climate change.
Probably it's
Cure
gonna build
aging
some
and
new
cancer.
inventions that we
But then
never had
again,
think about.
sadly,
So
humans
that's
apply their
good, but
intelligence
the
not just for the
people
benefit
don't
of
get
all.
to make
What
these
if the
things
AGIs are
anymore,
tasked to guide
because
drones
it's more
or
about
pull
the
the
AI
triggers in war?
models.
Or to engineer a virus that only kills people with green eyes? Or to create the most profitable social media so
It is
addictive that
many
people starve
risks
in
in
front of their
this type of
screens? The creation of AGI
things
could
also.
reasonably be as
So you
big
need
of
to
an event
take
as taming
advantage
fire
of the
or electricity,
um,
and give whoever
things you can
invents
do
it
for
equally
yourself
as
with
much
AI.
power. But now let's go one step further. What if the potential of AGI doesn't stop here? Intelligence explosion. Intelligence and knowledge build and accelerate each other, but humans are limited by biology and evolution. Once we evolved the right hardware, our software outpaced evolution by orders of magnitudes, and within a heartbeat, we ruled this planet. But our software basically hasn't changed much since then, which is why we have obesity and destroy the climate for short-term gains. Since AGI is software on a computer, once it's smart enough to do AI research, the rate of AI progress should speed up a
Hopefully the
lot,
AI will
and
build
that
up
results
our
in
world
better AI
to the
that's
better
better at AI
and
research
help
without
us
much
with
human
the
involvement.
things we
It may even be
have a
possible
hard
that AI
time
could learn how to
to
directly improve
build.
itself, in which case some experts fear this feedback loop could be incredibly fast. Maybe just months or years after the first self-improving AGI is switched on. Maybe it would actually take decades. We simply don't know. This is all speculative. But such an intelligence explosion might lead to a true super-intelligent entity. We don't know what such a being would look like, what its motives or goals would be, what would go on in its inner world. We could be as laughably stupid to a
I might not
super-intelligence
see
as
this in my
squirrels are to
life.
us,
We
unable
are
to even
talking
comprehend
hundreds of
its way of
years
thinking.
forward in time.
This
So
hypothetical
don't be
scenario keeps
scared
many
about
people up
these
at night.
speculations, because it
Humanity is
might
the
not
only
happen
example
in
we
our
have
lifetime.
of an animal becoming smarter than all others, and we have not been kind to what we perceive as less intelligent beings. AGI might be the last invention of humanity. It's possible that it could become the most intelligent and therefore most powerful being on Earth. A god in a box that could exercise its power to bring unimaginable wealth and happiness to humans while securing our future. Or it could subvert civilization and bring about our end, with humanity unable to come up with a way to
Yeah,
stop
either
it.
AI is going to
We'll
help
look at
us
some of
or
these
it's going to
potential
take over.
futures in more
That's
videos,
the
but for
risk and
now,
the
let's
reward
wrap
we
up.
can take
The
from
only
this.
thing we know for sure is that today, right now, Many of the largest and richest companies in the world are racing to create ever more powerful AIs.
Yeah, the
Whatever
most
our future
biggest
is,
companies
we
that
are running towards
stand
it.
behind these AI models are going to be the
Who
richest.
knows how long we have until we must
Probably we will see in the future which companies that is going to have a leading evolution on these things. You can comment down below if you have something you want to write about that either is about me or the video itself. Hopefully you find this interesting, and I hope you have a great day. Subscribe and comment if you like this video, and we will see you in the next time. Goodbye.